down some tape. Now, with that being said, we know that the stream may go down, okay? If it detects copyright, we're allowed to use the footage. However, the AI sometimes grabs it, and when it does, it'll shut down the YouTube stream. So if the stream goes down, you got multiple options. You can hop over to Rumble. You can go over to X at Packers_access, or you can just wait until this video is completely edited and you get the full Chalk Talk segment on YouTube uploaded probably within 30 or 45 minutes after the show is over, okay? So just so you know, if the stream goes down, that's what's going on. Before we take that chance, hit that like button for us. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. We appreciate you making us a part of your evening here at PTA. All right, Tim, let's get into it, man. So I had to leave out. There was probably 18 or 19 more plays I wanted to show of Rashan Gary, but for time purposes, I'm like, we can't do this. We'll be watching film for 2 hours. So this is somewhat limited. What you're going to see here is all of his sacks, all 7.5 sacks, and you're going to see, in my opinion, some of the better run stops that he had. So we're going to show you how he got after the quarterback, and we're also going to show you how he stopped the run, and you'll actually see 1 or 2 snaps where he plays 3-tech, which kind of got me excited. Like, nice. I would love to see LVN and Gary kind of move in and out of that 3-tech from time to time. If you want to go to like a double 3-tech or a double 4-eye, that tight front that they show sometimes, and you take Kenny off for a break, put Devontae White in one of those 3-techs and put a Gary or an LVN in a 3-tech would be cool too. But here we go on this play here, Tim. We got Gary lining up in what I would call that a 9-tech, a wide 9.
I was going to say, is that a wide 9? Pretty close.
Yeah. So again, wide 9-tech. And this is the sack that Lane Johnson gave up. And look at the jump that Gary gets. They did PFF. This is another reason why PFF pisses me off. They did not give Lane Johnson a sack right here. They didn't say he was credited this sack. Okay. They said he didn't give up a sack all year. Watch this. Look at Gary. Take him right off the line. He actually gets his hands on him. And of course, Gary just blows right by and gets a sack. So
great. That was the most impressive part of the play, was that he actually got a hand on him.
Right.
Bye.
Yeah. So again, they did not say, they said Lane Johnson, no, he wasn't ready. Okay. Give everybody else that grace too then. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And again, watch Kenny right here, Tim. Tell me if you think he's actually rushing the quarterback. This is what I'm talking about. Watch Kenny Clark.
No, he's occupying a gap.
He's
taking 2 guys out of the play, maintaining the hat count.
Yeah. So guys, when you hear me say touch spy, look at Kenny here. I know we're focused on Gary getting the sack. And it's awesome and everything. But look at, let me actually show you guys. You probably can't tell who I'm talking about here. You got Kenny here playing a 3-tech. All right. You got Wyatt playing a 3-tech. So you actually got a double 3-tech here. Okay. Watch Kenny. And when people dog Kenny and say, man, he can't rush the quarterback. Right. This is what I'm talking about with a touch spy. Whichever one of these guys get a double team or both of them do, the chances of you beating a double team block are slim to none at the NFL level, especially an offensive line like Philly. So why not go ahead and protect against the quarterback scramble? So watch Kenny. This is a touch spy. You touch the blockers, right? Look at that double team. That's a +1 hat count, right? And then you spy the quarterback. There are people, mind you, Tim, former NFL players who will remain nameless, that'll watch this and go, man, that's just horrible by Kenny. And they don't even understand that that's a touch spy.
Yeah.
And dumb redneck who's never played a snap of football in my life at that level. And I understand exactly what this goes.
And notice how if Rashan doesn't beat his man, Kenny's in perfect position. Like, let's say Hurts was going to roll to the left there. I mean, Kenny's right where he's supposed to be.
Yeah. Coach Lynn says Kenny occupied 3 guys. That's a good point.
Yep.
Because you had the running back was even kind of aware. Look at the running back. Yeah, okay, I guess I'm free now. Well, look at
Can we talk about Rashan flying in? Look at this tackle technique.
I know, I love it.
He looked like he just like latched himself on.
You know what it looks like? It looks like Jacob on the pole at the club. Look at that.
Right, exactly. That's that technique. Both hands, both feet, right? That's how you do it.
Oh, man. Yeah, Coach Lynn points out center, guard, and running back all occupied by Kenny. So there you go. There's Rashan's first sack of the season beating Lane Johnson. All right, here we are now. This one's funny now. This poor tackle. So first of all, you got Rashan in a wide 9, okay? So you see him out here in a wide 9. So you've got the right tackle and the tight end out here, and they do some kind of, cheat motion with the wide receiver. So the tight end is not blocking Gary. Watch this tackle. Watch how fast Gary gets off the line and watch what happens to the tackle, Tim. This is hilarious. Watch this. This is at 75% too. Keep in mind, this isn't in full speed. What's the tackle, Tim? And for those of you listening on the pod, he tries to kick step out there, and Gary's already around the bend, and he just busts his arse flat on his arse. So again, the first 2 sacks of the season for Gary, not that impressive because I guess it is though. He beats them both with speed. That dude didn't know whether crap or go blind.
Watch his helmet. As soon as he glances, watch the helmet. As soon as he starts looking at Rashan, he craps his pants and falls down.
Love it. Gary, and you can tell Gary was setting him up for that dip and rip. Look at him get. He was ready to dip and rip right there. Hell, I didn't.
And that's FBI too, right? Because Rashan knows that tight end's not going to jam him.
Yep.
He knows that tight end's releasing.
And look at who's right there closing in on the backside of Stroud. Look at LVN.
Yep. LVN.
Does that not look like Rashan Gary's one arm press right there?
Yep. Oh yeah, right to the shoulder. You're right.
And it should have been hands to the face too. They didn't call it though. So
wow,
you see the compression there. Carl Brooks did a good job collapsing the pocket. Now, remember what we said about touch spy? Look at Kenny again.
Again.
All right. So now, once again, Kenny is in a 2-tech this time. All right. So here's Kenny. Focus on Kenny. Tell me if you think he's rushing the quarterback, boys. Double team. See how he's just kind of glimpsing, right? It's like you could tell he's ready. He occupied a double team, and he's ready to bounce out here if Stroud is able to step up and try to escape, right? So, the meat curtains comment, Ben, you're out of control, sir.
Yeah, I'm trying to ignore the chat right now. It's out of control.
I love it. Of course, we're talking about stripper poles, so we're not like that.
Yeah, we're no better.
I say we like it's you, but it was me. So, all right. So now you got Gary in a wide 9 again. This is against this is Chicago. Yes, Chicago. So this is Caleb Williams back there, right? So focus on Gary. Once again, you got Gary wide 9. I think this is Kenny or Carl Brooks. I can't tell. Playing the 2. You see what I'm saying? That they had Kenny. I believe that's Kenny right there. I could be wrong. This is what Kenny played the majority of the year when we were in our nickel 4-2-5. He's not playing a 3-tech. He's playing a 1, a 2, and a 2-I, right? Yep. And you would put typically that would be Devontae White. I don't know if it is on this rep playing the 3-tech. So when you hear us say we need a dominant 3-tech, this is what we're talking about right here. So whoever this is probably going to
Wyatt or that's Kenny for sure.
Let's roll it. Let's roll it here and see if we can catch a number.
That's Wyatt or Slayton.
Nope, that's Slayton. Yeah.
Yeah, Slayton.
So they put Slayton. Tim, everybody thinks Slayton was just nose tackle, right? And by the way, he finished the year with an 8% pressure rate. That was second best amongst defensive tackles on the team. In this case, they put Slayton, TJ Slayton, in the 3-tech and Kenny in the 2, right? Yep. So definitely something to keep in mind. Now look at Kenny occupying a double team. It's supposed to be Rashan Gary chalk top, but Kenny's kind of getting highlighted the most. But tell me if you think Kenny's actually rushing the quarterback here.
No, he's doing his job.
Yep, exactly.
So that Rashan can do his job, which is drive that left tackle into oblivion.
Look at
take down the quarterback. Just
completely collapses the play. There's people like Rashan Gary can't rush the quarterback. Watch this.
Look at this. Bang.
That's a grown-ass man.
There it is. Left hand into the right shoulder of that tackle and just drive him back.
And then you force the left tackle to tackle his quarterback with Gary. Look at this.
Yep. And then Caleb's back there looking like this.
And look at Kenny being selfless, occupying the double team. Watch Kenny's reaction at the end of the play. Got him, baby.
Yeah, baby. Got him. That's right.
All right, next
if
play.
Anybody forgot this is a team sport, team game.
Exactly. So now we're going wide 9 left with Gary. So now he's back on the left side of the field. All right. And this is kind of a unique look because you got the 2 interior defensive linemen. This guy's playing a 5-tech. The other's playing shade. We call that shade. So you got a 9, a 5, a shade. You got Edgerrin Cooper mugging the 3-tech, mugging the B gap, if you will. Quay creeping up like it might be a dog blitz as well.
McDuff creeping up.
Over here. So essentially, guys, remember our 34 days?
Yep.
We would call a 34 jam. 2 components to a 34 jam. Somebody playing directly over the center and 5 people on the line of scrimmage. That's what you call a jam front, right? In this case, it's not a 34. It was a 4-3. And you're using your 2 backers to form that jam, if you will. So, all right, look at what it's going to be. Look at Quay. Bounce over. He's blitzing. Now look who's belling out. That ain't Cooper. Who is that? That wasn't Cooper. That was, is that, say, 55?
55's Enigbare.
So Enigbare was actually, check this out, guys. So he's the other defensive end. So he's actually standing like a backer. How cool is that? So you are in a nickel 4-2-5 is what you're in. And in Igbare, remember we talked about all year long, we said 55 dropped him, and we talked about the percentage in which he dropped in the coverage. This is a 55 drop play. Watch in Igbare, right? So you're only bringing 4, and this is where the idiots on Sports Talk Radio were saying, well, you had to blitz to hit home because your front 4 suck. You're only rushing 4. This isn't a blitz, Hoscat. It ain't. It's not. This is 55 drop. You notice McDuffie dropped out too. It's only a 4-man.
Notice pre-snap, Rashan and Kenny are the only guys with their hand in the dirt as well.
And when you're talking about still in a hat, Tim, look at 70 not blocking a soul.
You don't know what to do.
Yep, because you literally X'd him out of the play, and what you gave yourself was one-on-one, 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 one-on-one by showing that exotic jam front and then dropping those 2 guys.
One-on-one, one-on-one, 2-on-none. That's what you get.
Yeah. Now let's go back to Gary, what we're supposed to be watching here, right? Let's watch him work. Straight arm, dip, rip, pokes the ball out. See it? Yep. Very, very subtle, but he forces the fumble, right? This is a strip sack. Bang, knocks it out. And then, of course, they come in and clean it up. Quay finishes the play. Look at Gary, how fired up he is. Again, the other cam, you could see, the TV copy, you could see he actually gets his hand on the ball. Watch Gary. Bang, being aware, smack the elbow, knock the ball out, kills the play.
Love it.
So there's another sack by Rashan Gary, who doesn't know how to rush the quarterback. All right, here we are.
Have we seen a single play yet with Rashan in anything other than a 9 or a wide 9?
Nope. Ever. Yep.
Love
and
it.
What you're doing, Tim, is you're oscillating them, right? You're forcing a one-on-one matchup, essentially. Now, this case, they may let the running back help, but what you're going to show here with this front is you've got a 4-tech, you got a shade. Shade, guys, is what you would call like a 0-eye. There's no 0-eye. We just call it shade. It means you're playing the inside shoulder of the center, okay? And then out here, I would call that a 5-tech. You're playing the outside shoulder of the tackle. Gary's in a wide 9. Everything here is designed for Gary to be in a one-on-one situation, or they're going to make the running back chip Gary. Okay, let's see what happens here. Out of the wide 9, little cheat motion, no worries. Look at Gary, going to work back inside. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my goodness.
Just simple. Keep the feet moving. Jab step outside. Work back in. Look at Quay. Take him away. So Quay is actually going to play selfless here, hit the tackle, take his guy, occupy a double team, and free up Gary.
And who is that playing right tackle?
That would have been Panay Sewell, sir.
Right. So that's not just some run-of-the-mill offensive lineman.
Not somebody from Podunk University, right?
That's right.
So, again, Quay, great job here. Gary, great footwork, athleticism, getting back across the formation, getting sacked.
That's like hands, feet, and FBI, and speed, and power all in one play. You got to love it.
Yep, here we are again, Tim. Look what he's in. Wide 9,
baby.
All right. So now you got Carl Brooks playing 5-tech. Once again, Kenny playing 2-eye. I'm telling you guys, Kenny was our nose tackle last year in our nickel defense. That's essentially what it was. And then, of course, you got a wide 9 opposite side. Let's watch Gary on this play. See if they run any kind of game. They do not. Gary's just going to straight bull rush all the way back in the backfield. Shout out to Carl Brooks, too. That Carl Brooks disrupted a little rip move.
Yep.
Bang.
I love Rashawn's pursuit there, too. Like, you see he's trying to get around. He can't, and it's like, screw it. If I can't get around you, I'm going through you. And if I can't go through you, I'm taking you with me.
Yeah.
Love it.
Great. And you could tell it was one of those things where Gary just works right back to the inside. Carl wins outside. Great dip and rip there. Now, look on the other side. Enigbare
and Kenny.
And Kenny, they're going to run a little stunt here, right? They're going to run a ET. Yep, an ET. An ET, guys, is real simple. The end goes first, right? End, which is the E, and the tackle goes second to loop around. That's called an ET stunt. So watch Enigbare. Now check out Enigbare. He's not trying to get to the quarterback, Tim. Watch him right here. He's playing spy again.
Yep.
See him just kind of looking for him to try to scramble out of the pocket.
Yep. It's like he's trying to like get across the gaps so he can maintain his assignment. It may look like a rush, on the surface, but yeah, I think you're right there. That's clearly he's not blitzing there.
Yeah. So now we're back against Chicago. Wide 9 for Gary again. Kenny playing a 2-eye or a 3-tech. I'd call it a 2-eye. It's closer to a 2-eye than a 3-tech. But again, 3-tech's very, very similar to 2-eye. So again, 3-tech is a 3-tech and a 2 eyes. You're lining up between the guard and the tackle here. So Kenny's in the 3 this time, and now you got TJ Slayton playing a 2-eye as well. So really it's a double 2-eye. This is kind of one of those tight looks, those tight fronts we talk about. So double wide 9. Let's watch Gary off the other side, see if there's any kind of game or if he just wins outright. He's just going to win outright. I love this too. They said, well, Caleb dropped the ball. Boys, it doesn't matter if Caleb dropped the ball or not. Watch how quick Gary gets back there.
Well, let's be real. That was a kind of high and right snap, but yeah, I mean,
no doubt about it. Is he bobbled the snap, but Caleb ain't getting that ball out before Gary hits him.
That's irrelevant to the play. Rashan had him beat, and the hold at the end uncalled, of course.
Yeah. Now with the rip move though, see he does a slight rip move. They're allowed to hold. They changed the rule. So if you do a rip move where you rip that arm up, they're allowed to grab a hold of you. That is something. Now listen, do I agree with it? No. And
that is a rip. I just saw it. I thought it was a swim, but it's a rip.
It still gets called sometimes. Don't get me wrong, but that's how it was designed to rule change. We'll have to go quick here. We're way over. I got a thunderstorm rolling through. My pups are losing their mind. All right, up next, Kenny now is closer to a 5 tech, Tim. You see?
Here we go. Finally. Let's go. Not just wide 9s. Let's go.
You got Carl Brooks in the 1 tech, Devontae White in the 3, LVN in the wide 9 opposite side. So here we go with Gary in the 5 tech. Let's watch him. Now we're into the run plays. Look at Gary get inside. Look how quick he gets leverage here against the run. This is where Gary really shined last year. Watch him. He'll engage, bang, work inside, completely stops a run.
So good.
Adrian Cooper right there for the play too. Watch Ed shoot his shot right here. Stop, start, shoot, bang. So great play there. Good run defensive rep there from Ken. Now here we go. Look at where Gary's at, Tim.
This is what I'm talking about right here. This is what you were mentioning earlier, right? Kicking inside a little bit.
We got him at a 4-eye/3 tech right here, baby. 4-eye/3. So I think I know what's going on. I think my mother-in-law is at the door and he's letting in the house. That's why the dogs are going crazy. Tim, can you hold the fort down for just a second? Hit the chat. Everybody, fire questions in the chat real quick. I gotta go let my mother-in-law in or I'm gonna be in trouble. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, we're gonna keep this play on pause, but if anyone's got any questions on what we talked about so far, I see we've got Ed Madden in the chat. This is a great point. I can see Oliver giving big O tackles fits in obvious passing situations. I think that's a very, very well said point. We'll see what happens going into to camp, how they're going to utilize Colin Oliver, but I would definitely agree with that. We've got Mac and Cheese podcast. Are you ready for your surprise? I am. I think. I don't know. How can I be ready if it's a surprise? So I'm as ready as I can be. And thank you guys. Really appreciate all the love and support. And as a matter of fact, this is a great time to bring this up. We do have the giveaway coming up. I know Clayton has talked about this a lot, but make sure you guys go to the link you see on your screen right here. And I can also pull up the image somewhere for the giveaway. Clayton, we're doing that tomorrow, correct?
That's correct. Tomorrow live on the show, yeah.
Excellent. Awesome.
Yeah, and we already got everybody's names in and everything. Thanks to everyone who donated. It's awesome. Raising some money for a good cause. I know we got Mac in the house. I apologize. I'm out of breath. I ran downstairs like, your boy ain't ran like that since the baseball days.
Ed Madden's like, what's Tim's surprise, Mac? It's like they can't tell us.
Yeah,
then it wouldn't be a surprise.
Exactly right. All right, back to the tape. Sorry about that, gang. So, again, we get to the most exciting part, and I had to run offline. So, Gary in a 4-eye here, Tim, a 4-eye to a 3 tech. How cool is that? We've seen him at wide 9 and 5. Now he's popped inside to a
This
3.
Is what we're thinking we're going to see a little bit more of this year, right? A little bit more of this peppered in.
If it depends on whether Baron Sorrell is ready to hit the ground running. You know, like, and Brenton Cox Jr., if they trust Brenton Cox Jr. to go, hey, let's get him more reps, and maybe you can kick Gary inside a little bit. Now, listen, if Kenny's healthy and Wyatt, you don't want to take those guys off the field.
Right.
But let's say somebody goes down with an injury, God forbid. We know it's going to happen, though. It happens all the time, right? Guys are going to get banged up and miss a game.
Part of football. It's part of the game.
Then you've got a little bit of versatility with, especially in a 4-3 defense, with Gary. This is what Gary did in college right here, guys. This is what he did. He played mostly on the interior. I mean, he played kind of a 1 to a 4 eye tech at Michigan.
Yep.
But Pretty cool. Let's roll the tape here, see what happens. So it's going to be a running play. Look at Gary. Look at the guard already, dude. Or no, the tackle. I'm sorry. Look at Gary at the point of attack against a run. That's not how that play is designed to work. Look at him just absolutely mauled. Look at the tackle, guys.
First of all, you block the tackle into the guard's left leg. Almost took out the guard.
And look at Gary right here.
And look at poor Aaron Jones trying to figure out what the hell to do.
Yeah. And this is what I'm talking about with people are like, I hate to keep harping on. I gotta get better at this. It just drives me crazy, man, because these people claim to be professionals. And Gary he didn't deserve the Pro Bowl. And it's like, what about the run defensive snaps? Well, what about him? This is what about him. Watch him dog walk the tackle and make the hit on the running back. Like, guys, that's not normal. That's not just an average rep there.
Hey, can we? I know this is Rashan's chalk talk, but can we just look at number 20, Javon Bullard?
Yeah, because I'm telling you, dude, in the slot, right?
Yeah, man, I love it. This is how I love seeing Bullard play downhill.
Playing box safety. I apologize. Yeah.
Look at this.
Yep.
I mean, if Rashan misses for some reason, or hey, we've known Aaron Jones to slip tackles before, right? So say Jonesy bounces it out, you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. And you know
the
thick clip we play, that's who Hafley was talking about, was Bullard. Yep. He's thick. That's what he's talking about.
He's a linebacker trapped in a safety's body, man. I'm convinced.
So I like him a lot better as a box safety or in the nickel, me personally, for this reason right here.
Yep.
But again, like you said, though, Gary, man, Gary blows that play completely up, man.
Yep.
Good footwork.
That's what the great players do, right? They do their job so good, it make everyone else on the team look good too.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, here we go. This is somewhat of a goal line situation here at the 4-yard line, or maybe even the 3.5 yard line, somewhere around there, right? So you see Gary playing outside shoulder of the tackle, right? So here we would call this, I call this a 6 tech. There's no tight end to truly determine, but to me, he's not on the outside shoulder of the tackle. He would be even with the tight end that was attached there. And they've actually got an extra player out there too, right? They got their wing back out there. So let's see what happens here. It's kind of a goal line situation. They're going to put an extra hat over there, right? So they're going to toss play out to Aaron Jones. And what they're looking to do here, guys, with Aaron Jones, what they're hoping for is to get him running horizontal and just look for a cutback lane, right? Just punch that thing in. Watch Gary. Look at Gary.
Cutback where?
Look at him, how he moves horizontally, and now he's on the ball carrier. Run stop.
Shout out to Quay and Keyshawn, too, getting over there.
Yep. Look at Xavier McKinney, too. Watch X all the way over. He reads this whole thing.
Yeah. And this is what I talk about with Hafley's defense, man. Like, Rashan, phenomenal, right? But we're not relying on one guy on these plays. I mean, the entire unit is moving together.
Yeah.
Nobody's giving up a cutback lane. Nobody is giving up their gap discipline on this play.
Yeah. Again, man, Gary's just an absolute monster. That's that RAS we talk about, right?
Yep.
And I'm telling you, man, that knee's stronger than it's ever been from that ACL.
Yeah, and with a freakishly fast comeback, too. Let's not overshadow that. I mean, Rashan got back from that very, very quick.
Yep, so here we got the Cardinals, I think this is. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's Mr. Xbox right there at quarterback. I recognize him.
Look, coming in with 12 personnel. So you got Gary lined up again. Let's count it off here. 0, 2, 4, 6. He is in an 8 tech right here, right? Let's watch him.
Yep.
See if it's a running play. All right, stretch. Look at Gary.
Double team.
Look at him setting the edge, and then still gets the arm back.
And then off the block, right? Refusing to be blocked.
Just keep your legs moving. That's one of those plays you die slowly. That's your goal, right? Just don't get on the ground. Hold the point of attack.
Yep.
He makes a one-arm tackle while he's being blocked. And it's all about getting outside leverage. Watch him get outside, stay outside, set the edge. Quay, great job of Quay there, backside pursuit too. Watch Quay come in there. Watch number 7 now. Again, patient. Yep. Bang, finish it off.
You see the progression in Quay's game there. Maybe the year before he stops and then he's caught. Here his feet never stop moving.
Yep. Keyshawn in there trying to get a little bit physical too. Watch Key come into the box here. See him, 25.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He ain't afraid to hit that guard in the chest.
Look, I love it.
Yep. All right. So another Rashan Gary run stop. All right, here we are again. Now we are in the 7 tech. All right, outside shoulder of that tight end, that Y off. Okay, they're in a double sidecar. This is kind of their pony package. They got number 86 back there with Joe Mixon. All right, so let's watch Gary on this play. Who's the ball going to? Mixon, right? This is Joe Mixon. So look at Gary getting inside leverage, right? And now reading the running back, shedding. That poor tight end never had a chance.
Wow. Is that Schultz? Who is that? Who's the tight end again?
Looks like it might be. I can't tell. Stone, something like that.
I'm trying to remember who that was. I remember this game though. We did this on the Chalk Talk for that day.
Yep. And again, Gary, just a great rep, man. Watch him. Quick burst, inside, engage, shed, bang.
Yep. You have to watch it 3 times in slow motion because it happens so quick you'll miss it.
Right. He's really, really good at attacking the run. All right, here we are again. We'll call it a wide 9. All right, so now you got Slayton playing the 1 tech, and I think that's Kenny now playing the 3 tech. All right, but let's watch Gary here off the outside. Going to be another running play. Little cheat motion. That tries to hold people at – they're looking to basically this is going to be a zone left. This is to give a little eye candy, get the backers flowing. You see them all take a step to the left. Even Bullard did, right? Yep. So you get the defense flowing in one direction, and then we're going zone right, right? You can see everybody kind of blocking zone right, but then you got a sift block right here too. So watch the tight end is looking to sift back. Notice nobody's blocking Gary. That's by design. You're trying to steal a gap, steal a hat, and then have the sift clean it up. Let's see what happens with Gary. Gary cuts all the way back across the formation, still makes the tackle.
Another refusing to be blocked, right? It's one thing to get off a block. It's another thing to go, hey, I'm not even going to let you touch me. I mean, he just took the blocker out of the play. There's no point to the sift. There was no one for him to block.
Ed Madden
he barely touched Kenny at the end.
Ed Madden in the chat says, seems like Gary read that play pre-snap, did his homework. I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of things that he does that he doesn't get credit for. I mean, and it's always across the formation to make the tackle.
He's so fluid too, man. Like
this is why he had a higher run stop rate than both Max Crosby and TJ Watt last year. Yep. Here we are now.
Wide 9 again.
Yep, wide 9. Slayton 1 tech, Devontae White 3 tech, Gary playing we'll call it a 5 tech, outside shoulder of the tackle on that side. Let's watch Gary. Run and play. Gary extends, sheds, right there for the tackle. I think that was McDuffie in there with him too. Nothing fancy there, just real simple. All right, so here's Gary outside again. Now he's playing a 7 tech. Look at him, shed the sift. Everybody rallied to the football right there. Love it. All right, here we are again. This is against the 49ers. 7 tech, outside shoulder of George Kittle. They're going to hand the ball to McCaffrey. Let's see what happens. All right, he gets – now they pull – look who they pulled. I think that might be our very own Aaron Banks.
That's Banks pulling.
This 65. Is Aaron Banks pulling and looking to block Gary. All right, let's watch it. Gary just a little Olay, bang, making the tackle. Hate to see Banks on the ground like that. Me no like you that, Jan.
I'll tell you what I'm seeing is how quick Banks got over there. That's a big boy moving that fast, man.
So now let's count it off. Got Gary on the right side from the offense's perspective. 0, 2, 4, 6 eyes, what we're going to call it, all right? So he's on a 6-eye tech. This is Miami, Thanksgiving night. Look at him hold the point of attack.
Oh, man, beautiful.
Stuffed. Yep. Again, watch how he extends his arms, Tim. He's going to get the first step, hands inside, extend, shed, bang. Great goal line stand there by Gary.
And Rashan makes this look so easy. It's not.
Yeah, not at all. All right, so here we go. Now, another goal line situation. This is against Detroit. So look at who they put in the middle here, boys. We got Slayton and Kenny in a double 1 tech, right? You got LB
and Rashan. Look at this.
3. Yep. So look at that 4-man front there. This is really, really compact. You got basically it's I guess you would call it a 3-11-3, right? So a 31-13 kind of look here with the tech. Gary on the left side from the defense's perspective. Ball snap. Look at Gary shed. Look at all the bodies on the ground.
Yep.
These 2 guys just tried to block Gary. And look at where they're at.
And they're out of the play already. And
And look
Rashan's
at
still
where
on his
Gary's
feet.
going. Unbelievable. Look at this. In there to help Kenny. I think that was Kenny make the tackle. Let's watch it again. Watch Gary at the point of attack, guys. Literally just did a swim move on a run play on 2 blockers. Whoop! Get on your
Kenny with the swim too. Got Little to sneak in there.
Great rep by Kenny. Actually, no, Kenny a little dip there, right?
Well, yeah, a little dip move.
Yeah. Watch him. Good off the snap. Gary the swim. They finished. It looked like he might have carried Kenny into the end zone too. If
and
Gary
then look, every other Green Bay Packer rallies to the ball carrier. Look at
X.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white jerseys.
Watch LVN.
Eric Stokes in there at the end to just celebrate, of course.
LVN hustling.
Oh, I love it.
All right. This is how you end up with the second best run defense in the league right here. All right, so here we go now. You got, I think that's Colby Wooden. They got playing shade. You got Kenny playing a 4-tech. You got Enigbare playing 3-tech this time. Gary wide 9. Switch Gary off the wide 9 left. Toss play. Guys, in what world does this guy
this play? Yeah.
Exactly. Look at the pursuit. Relentless. Bang. You know how easy it would have been. I'm taking this play off. It's out of my area. I'll make sure he doesn't cut back. Ain't happening.
And again, why does he get there? Because look at everyone else on the right side of your screen doing their damn job. There's nowhere for the ball carrier to go.
Yep. Eric Wilson.
Yep.
Adrian Cooper there at the end.
Yep. Coop in there.
Cooper looks down like, who was that just came flying in like a missile? That was Rashan Gary.
Really good rep for Colby Wooden too there.
Yep. Again, just working in unison together. All right, up next, let's see here. Almost to the end, guys. We went way over tonight. I'm in trouble, Tim.
Uh-oh. Sorry, Mandy.
Wide 9 look here with Gary on the right. Look at him attack, hold the point, shed, make the tackle. He blows that play up by himself. Watch this. But I was told that Gary and Van Ness can't shed blocks of a tight end.
He just shedded this one. Look at this. Threw him like a rag doll. Get off me.
No. Tackle. All right. This might be the final play here. We're against Chicago late in the year. Another wide 9 look for Gary. And now you got Kenny back to, I think that's Kenny back to the 2, wide at the 3, wide 9 for Gary. They're in a pistol set, running back directly behind the short gun set, hand it off. Look at Gary at the point of attack. What I love about Gary is he gets the first step, and look at his base. Look how squared up his base is right. He's just holding the point of attack, read the running back, finish the play.
CV in there. Yeah. Great work.
There you go, boys. Rashan Gary Chalk Talk. So you've seen the 7.5 sacks, right? Or the 7 sacks. I couldn't find the half in there. You've seen a good chunk of the run stops. When people say, why are they paying him all that money? That's why they're paying him all that money. You know how easy it'd be, I want my sacks. No, he's doing exactly what the defense is calling for him to do and playing his role and doing it really, really well. Yep. Now, listen, am I saying that Gary is a top 3 edge rusher? Absolutely not. I'm not saying that. I don't even know if I'm saying – I would say he's a top 5 edge rusher. But anyone who pretends like Rashan Gary is not a top 10 edge rusher, which is what he's being paid to do, they're just hating.
Yep.
They're drinking the haterade. So
I agree.
All right, Tim, anything else, bub?
No, this was great, man. I know we went over, but I'm glad we did, man.
Yeah. AFAM says, Mandy, AFAM is single. He knows she's about to be on the market when I go downstairs. Coach Lynn, nice work, guy. Hey, Coach, thank you so much, man. You have no idea. Everybody in the chat, and specifically Coach Lynn, having the coaching background, man. Yeah. It's awesome to cross-check what we're seeing on tape and all these things that we talk about, the fundamentals of football. It's nice to be able to, hey, Coach, do you see that the same way? Again, nobody's in here trying to act smarter than we are.
I appreciate it. I feel like every other show I'm learning something from Coach.
Yep, exactly. So, and 2-0 for this, ask the important question. Who's Joe Barry? So, all right, guys. We will be back tomorrow. Max says, hey, PTA, we love you guys. So excited for the giveaway tomorrow. We'll have all members in the chat. Also, so excited for the video. At least you got it finally. Yeah, we're going to play a video from everybody over at Mac when we do the giveaway.
awesome.
Tomorrow night. And we'll do the show. I don't know what time yet. Tim, we may go normal time. I'm going to check with Mandy, see if we got any plans. I can tell you how many times she's like, nope, I'm busy. Got to do this. But I think we're clear for 6:30 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. So if this was your first time tuning in tonight, thank you all for making PTA a part of your evening. Hit that subscribe button. Hit like. It's the type of content you're going to get all year long. We have a lot of fun along the way. Everybody in the chat, thank you all so much for contributing. You make this show what it is. Everybody on the pod, thank you so much for supporting us over there. And hopefully we describe that chalk talk to the level where you could kind of visualize in your mind's eye while you're out there on the grind or traveling or whatever you're doing, listening to the show, and understand exactly what was happening on the field. So we'll see y'all tomorrow. As always, let's go out and be the change we want to see in the world, and go Pack Go.
There we go. We're out.
Bye, guys.